there, this is Yatish with the fourth episode of a 3D raycasting project. The first thing we're going to want to do is start off by moving these two into the player sprite. We're also going to get rid of this, put this here, and the reason that we're doing this is because we want all our setup for the whole game to be in our player sprite. I'm pretty sure I already told you to do this, but just this is a different one, by the way. It's a different game. This is the one that you'll be playing if you're on the website, the MindChamp website. So just gotta emphasize that. So I'm just as new as you are to this. Now we're also gonna want to make ourselves a new block. Tick, move tick. It represents like a tick of a clock, pretty much every second. And this is to wrap up all of this in our forever loop. All our movement scripts just go in the move tick and we'll snug it all in this tiny block. Except this. Nothing changes if you kept the broadcast raycast in there, but it just in a script all about moving, it just feels wrong to put this in. And nothing changes really. Plus, actually, something will change since we're gonna want, since it's for the next one, initialize raycaster. Remember that screen refresh. We're gonna put this right underneath, and we're gonna put. Now we want to put this before broadcast raycast, but after move tick, snug in the middle, and we're gonna put in. And inside of this, we're going to put in a new variable, camera dir for all sprites. Very important. You're going to want to set camera dir to direction of this sprite. That's the reason that we aren't using dir anymore. We're using direction, camera dir, which is the direction of the player. That means that over here, instead of direction of player, we can put in camera dir. Over here, where is it? Yes, instead of set direction, this is useless now. We can throw that out. And over here, minus dir, we don't want that. We want minus camera dir. Okay, so hold up. Now that should be all for this setup, I believe. Yes. Yes, that should be all for the setup. So now we'll move on to our first bit of code. If you move down here, over here, yes. All right, get stuck in the middle. Turn up your FOV. You can see that there's a fisheye effect with the walls, where they move towards you, almost curved. Now, this involves a lot of algebra, science, that I don't understand yet. But the basic explanation for this is that a bunch of lines are hold on. But the basic explanation for this, or at least the basicest one I can make, is that from here, a bunch of lines are made, and at first they're all in equal distance, right? So like, let's say here that our player is over here, right? And a bunch of lines are being made. Right now, they're all at equal distance, but they keep moving until they hit a wall. So these two are still at equal distance, but these move far away to hit their walls. And that's why we have this fisheye effect. That's the simplest way of saying it. Hold up. Clear all drawings. So now we can go over here. Now it's very difficult to explain how that works. Again, lots of algebra, how this works. You're just gonna have to trust me on this one. So you're gonna want to set dv. This is a new variable just for this. This seems like it's overkill for just one small bug, but this will come in very useful when we're projecting 2D sprites onto a 3D layer, which is what we're doing today. So you're gonna want to set dv to 240 divided by, I think, the tan of FOV divided by 2. And over here in the raycaster now, we're gonna want to grab these two blocks. We can put this away. So all these blue blocks are for pointing in directions. We don't need that anymore. We're gonna make a new calculated point in direction block that will replace all the other ones. So point in direction I think camera there. Oops. So camera there minus hold on, I believe the ATAN of what is it? Yes, FOV x divided by camera there. Sorry, x divided by dv. For sure it has to. Now then, this could very much be wrong. I believe it is, since you can't see, but my camera's actually moving the wrong way. That could just be something here. Maybe I just have to switch out these two. Yeah, so you can just switch out these two. I don't know if this is a bug or not. But a simple fix, maybe not permanent, but that's something for future me to decide. Just switch out these two. We'll invert the controls of turning around, but I'm pretty sure this is a good enough fix. I'm just gonna go check if anything is going wrong though. So please hold. I'll be right back. Okay, this is a very pointless. This is a very quick fix and might come back to bite me in the butt. But right now, I don't see anything wrong with it, so it's perfectly fine. That was a lie. You'll know if this is foreshadowing. I don't currently. Now we can actually test this and pray it works, since that was a lot of work and we don't want it to be for nothing doing. So, number FOB, and look at that, straight as a line. Perfect. Well, almost perfect. You see, as you can see, this is sort of like a different height, and we don't want it to be like that, you know? It looks very strange. And this all comes back to the silly choice we made earlier. Again. Not this one, the one made last episode, like in a previous episode. Now, so you're gonna want to move over to our height variable. Yeah, 4,000 divided by distance. Turns out that's not a good idea. So instead, we're going to make ourselves a new height variable. instead of 4,000 divided by this distance, we're gonna have V divided by distance. But the thing is, that only is 1 pixel. And we want more than this, you know? Looks very strange, don't you think? Especially when you turn up the FOV. So, how about we just multiply by 10? Very simple. It's a simple yet elegant fix. So then, as you can see, working fine. But now, you can see the real reason we added FOV. Yeah, that's right. It's not to make everything more spaced and claustrophobic. I've been lying to you this whole time. Now you can zoom in, and zoom out, and zoom in. Whee! Again, very useful for when you're gonna wanna add those 2D sprites. Oh, what's that? Lingering. Zoom in. Oh my gosh, just pretend there's something there. Like, oh my gosh, scary monster. It's gonna be very cool once we add that. Trust me. I'm good. I'm looking very forward to it. So I think we can actually get started. Again, I'm just so tired. Now you're gonna wanna subtract. You're gonna wanna get a subtract and a cosine. Along with a sine. Now you're also gonna want. You don't need to add this. We'll just help me duplicate it. I am really tired. So you're gonna want to do x multiplied by the cosine of camera and then you're gonna want to duplicate this. Y for the sine of camera and then you can duplicate this. Except have this be the sine and have this be the cosine. Yes, it's also worth mentioning you have to add a plus. Now, we're gonna want to use this in a new sprite. This is just for some fun. Pick whatever you want. But personally, Nano is probably your best option because of just how much of expressions it has. So paint yourself a new sprite, and then get yourself a new costume. So my suggestion would be Nano. Pick whatever you want. I'm feeling like it just looks happy, and I really like it. Don't. You don't even have to go for Nano. It's all up to you. Actually, like I love Nano and all, but I'm thinking, what about a star? Let's throw the star in there. This is gonna be a collectible, so no point in not adding it, really. So once you picked, I'll give you some time, and once you picked, I'll be right back. Now, something you gotta do is group it and make sure it's at the center. Now, for sizing purposes, hold shift and draw a large square. See that? 125 by 125. Lock it in the center and try getting it at roughly 200 pixels wide. My tip is to hold Alt while doing this, as it moves the whole thing. Try to get roughly 200 pixels. Slightly bigger is much better than slightly smaller, so this might take a while though. See? You'll eventually get it. So throw it in the center and set it to be transparent. It looks like there's nothing there, but really, this is huge. That's very contradictory, my own thing, and that would be my bad. But turn off this for a second and add this. Now, the reason we have this is because this acts as the floor and the ceiling. The top is the floor, the bottom is the ceiling, and the middle here would be the player's eye level. So in case you want it here, here, here. So let's say I'll just copy this and we'll have nano here. Since we will be using them, we'll have happy nano. And I said happy nano. Yes. So we're gonna paste this again, send it right back. So now, while making sure everything's grouped as usual, you're gonna want to resize it, retexture it, and make sure that its spot and make sure that its feet are touching the floor, unless you want it floating. So we're gonna have a star here. I'm gonna make it slightly bigger. Not too big though. Just barely big enough. So that you can use this as a general perspective. The box gives it away, but like my tip would be to turn up the outline and turn it off. So as you can see, this is how good you feel like it should be, which personally I'm setting it down a little. So use this. So you could use this as your like canvas, since this is what it's gonna look like. So now that I've decided, I can put this back, turn this down, and yeah, I just want it to be slightly underneath there's eye level. So you should be changing your name by now. Change the pen. Trust me, it'll make sense soon. Delete cost you one for tidiness reasons, and you can make this transparent. Finally, see, we got there eventually. So with all that setup done, we can actually get to making this, well, the inside of here. So this is gonna be plenty of fun, hopefully. At least for you, I hope. Let's get started with some code now. When green flag clicks, you're gonna wanna, so when green flag clicks, make sure that, first of all, to make sure that we're in position, hold up. Where was I? Of course. Set, so you're gonna wanna make a new variable here for the sprite only. So set distance dv. So set distance to distance from. So you're gonna want to set distance to the vy of enemies, and then as for height, sorry, not that height. Hold on. I've got to check something real quick. Also gonna make a new one for height for the sprite only. A variable named height already exists. Okay, yes, I get that. Hold up. I'm pretty sure height should be for the sprite only, so I've got to edit that sometime. For now, we can just. Where does height? Please hold. I've made a silly mistake. Okay, so now hold up. I might just get rid of all these unnecessary ones. So where was I? Yes, we're gonna want to make a new one for height for the sprite only, of course. And we're gonna want to set height. Where is it? To the same way we set height here. So, where is it? Where's it gone? 10 times TV divided by distance. So, let's put that in. 10 times TV divided by distance. Distance, yes. So with that, we are not done actually. You're gonna want to set a go-to, and first of all, we're gonna do the VX of enemies, and for this, we can just do along. So we're gonna want to do this little thing, and for Y, it just always stays 0. And hold up, yes, you're gonna want to set size to 100. So as you can see, we got a little thing here, always on screen. Please hold actually, I need to do something. Okay, my bad. You were meant to set this height percent, which you can also hide. So set size to height percent, and go to Vx of enemies times dv divided by distance, y0. Now then, here's a plot twist. We're gonna want to change this to a new message, paint. And now, at the end, right after enemy tick, we're gonna want to broadcast paint. So, look at that. It's just standing there. We can move far away. It changes. For some reason, it's moving sideways. I don't know if it's meant to do that. Now then, it is behind a wall and we can still see it. That's a problem. But that's a problem for next time. Whoa! It's very trippy right now. Because there's a bug in my code, very silly one indeed. I forgot to change this to VY. I'm sure you guys did. So now, and it's still moving around. Hold up. My bad. How come enemies isn't shown? Did he find it? I bet he hit it. So you all, so that would be the end. Hopefully this is working for you all. It's currently not, but I'll make sure to inform you about it next episode. Thank you for watching so much. I can't believe you made it through all this.